And now I want to give you an update on the controlled re-entry of Jamaicans. The latest number from the Jam COVID site and the Visit Jamaica site, this would be, we have processed now approximately 31,000 applications for Jamaicans and visitors who want to come to Jamaica. 23,000 are residents, meaning Jamaicans who are coming back home, and non-Jamaicans who live in Jamaica. And 8,000 are non-residents, visitors, tourists. Approximately 14,600 persons have arrived in Jamaica since we have put in the controlled re-entry program. 9,300 are residents, meaning Jamaicans who live here and non-Jamaicans who reside here. And 5,300 are non-residents, meaning tourists, Jamaicans who are visiting, and non-Jamaicans who are Jamaicans who come here to visit. Now, an additional 15,000 persons have been approved to travel. 12,400 are residents, meaning Jamaicans and non-Jamaicans who reside here, and 2,600 are non-residents. So in that number would be some tourists who would be coming, or most of that number would be tourists. Now, during June, we had an average of 5 flights and about 410 passengers arriving per day. For July, our projections are, well, these are not projections. These are what we expect by virtue of the flight schedules that we are now seeing. We're going to be expecting an average of 22 flights and 1,680 passengers per day. Now, I want you to understand the call on resources that this will mean. You would also recognize that there are many Jamaicans who have been overseas now since we closed the borders to incoming passengers, and that would be somewhere in late March. It is unthinkable that we should do anything to prevent their return home. And what you're seeing here is the buildup of Jamaicans who have wanted to come home, and now they are exercising their right so to do through the protocols that we have established. So we still have to make sure that they can enter Jamaica safely and that the population here is protected. But you can imagine the resource constraints that we would face to keep the same levels of controlled re-entry that we have kept through the month of June. We did that very high-level control protocol so that we could establish, using very stringent criteria, what is the risk that the population faces from the re-entry program.